Hi, my name is Marina. I'm a freshman in the School of Foreign Service. And I'm wondering, based on your contention that Palestinian militants are fighting for their freedom, and also as a human rights lawyer, do you consider rape of the sort that was clearly documented in the New York Times reports on the Hamas attacks on October 7th, and then celebrated or entirely dismissed all over social media to be a legitimate form of resistance?
So a little bit on what you said, that same New York Times report and article has been debunked, and the family of the woman, I don't want to, wait, no, really. Let's just take this seriously. So it doesn't feel like we can't talk about it. I'm not trying to score a point with you. I'd like you to revisit that New York Times article. It has been debunked. And in fact, what we're finding is that we want to believe survivors, but there actually are no survivors who have told us that they've been raped. And that the evidence that we have had available to us has been not at all what you say as irrefutable. Otherwise, it would have been more clear to us. I've read the Physicians for Human Rights Israel report, and there's not a single case. In fact, it's all conjecture that they're giving us, kind of like the conjecture I gave you at the start of my talk, right? And that the families of those who said that they were raped said, no, they weren't. And then even the stories, the women, the hostages that were released all said they were afraid of being raped, but none of them were. They would have told us. So of course I wouldn't celebrate it. And I don't celebrate it. And no one is celebrating it. There is a pushback and an ask for thorough investigations because we've seen two trends very clearly. We've seen the demonization of Palestinians and the mobilization of disinformation used that's proven false later in order to justify more killing of Palestinians, including the fact that there were no 40 babies beheaded, including the fact that there wasn't a command and control center under the Shifa hospital. And yet, based on that false information that our president repeated, thousands of Palestinian children have been killed. So it is incumbent upon us to be thorough and scrutinizing. And the second is, if we are serious about sexual violence in the context of armed conflict, then we must take seriously the sexual violence endured by Palestinian women, men, and children in Israeli captivity that has been well documented. And so I'm with you. But we have to be clear across the board of what we're dealing with. So